gosh, look at all the strawberries I got going on today.
Oh, I love that little strawberry shortcake action.
1, courtesy of you. 2, got this at H&M. That's kind of fun. I'm going to say it. Have sex with a Scorpio.
I could glute bridge your dad.
I'm naked. Hold on. We will be flicking the beans to that.
But she's tatted and I take meth. Is somebody in your house right now?
But you know what? Fuck your ass.
Yeah, I had sex last night.
You can make your own money. You can literally have your own job of your dreams. You can own your own house. You can own your own car. You can pay all your fucking own bills. So what is that man? That man is sex and a best friend, and that's it.
I heard nothing but the truth. I like that shirt. It looks nice.
I think it's like a weird crop, so I don't really wear it often.
No, that's the kind of crop I like. That's like the perfect crop for like me.
Really?
Yeah, that length where it's like just not a traditionally length t-shirt, but it's also not a crop top.
Sometimes I think it feels like funky on my body because like I hate to say, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I feel like I have a proportionate body. Like I'm not like all legs and I'm not all like torso.
Yeah.
So it's like
no, that length is perfect for like short torsos.
See, I agree.
Yeah.
I do agree to that. But then for me, because I'm just like I have a normal proportion. Not to pat myself on the back, but I feel like I do. I don't feel like I'm like
no, you're not like long legs compared to your torso or compared to your arms or like whatever.
No, I just feel like it's all like the same. So like I don't know. Sometimes I think that these crops look funny on me, but I'm trying to make it work because I think it looks cute with jeans.
It looks cute with low waisted jeans.
But like right now with shorts on, just because it's too hot to do anything else.
Yeah. No, you get some low rise pants with that. A fit.
A fit?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm thinking. And I've been trying to find low rise jeans.
It's
everywhere.
literally impossible because true low rise does not exist.
No, but I've decided I just don't have the patience for it this weekend. Also had like too many things to do. But I was going to go to Goodwill and try to find low waisted jeans because I feel like that's where I'm going to be the most successful.
100%.
The problem is it's not going to be the style of like wide legged.
Yeah, it's gonna be more like a boot cut or like a flare.
Yeah, but
I don't think that's bad.
I don't think that's bad for low waisted.
No, I feel like as long as it's just not a skinny jean, you're good.
That's kind of
also the amount of things that people take to Goodwill, it's really not that outdated. Like people will take shit from like a year ago,
depending on where you go.
Yeah,
I feel like the good one, like in the city, I feel like I could find some good stuff. The one out here on the outskirts of town, I don't know.
You just gotta be prepared to dig.
See, that's the thing, and I wasn't into digging the other day. So that's why.
Yeah, no, you just have to be in like that mindset.
Yeah, that's why I just didn't go. But I checked out all the places that I would have thought to get jeans at, and I just didn't. There was like nothing. But I thought like this, and like I love like a good corset with a low waisted, and I got a couple corsets recently, so I've been like trying to find it for that reason.
Right.
Also, I'm just like over the jeans that I wear because I wear the same fucking ones all the time.
Yeah. Honestly, once I started wearing different jeans, I feel like that changed my style so well because like it complemented my body so much better, and my style looked more like mature and like elevated.
Right, and I've been trying to find pants, but I feel like that's like one of the hardest things.
It's so hard.
It's so hard to find good pants.
And then even if you find like good pants, like the sizing is just impossible.
That, and also what are you willing to pay?
Right.
That's the big factor for me.
You should go to Nordstrom Rack. They have a ginormous denim section, and like I've been going there often because it's right by my job, and like the pricing is so good. Like you can get like really nice jeans for like $40.
I need to start looking there. I don't really think about it often because it's like out of my way now. When I lived down in Franklin, I kind of would go there often, but now it's just like out of my brain. But yeah, because I feel like I just wear the same fucking jeans all the time, which isn't a problem because I feel like when you find something that works, you go with it. And like you know that all your outfits are gonna look good. It's just like, to me, it's just boring.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
So
I feel that.
Christ.
Well, speaking of the low rise Y2K look, we got some Y2K-ish beef going on right now between a 2007 icon and a 2023. What is she? Like a trendsetter, maybe?
Well, 2022 trendsetter.
Yeah,
because I feel like last year was mostly her year.
Yeah. By like TikTok social media standards. Yeah. So we are talking about the Hailey Bieber Selena Gomez 27th million beef. What team are you?
We aren't the first, and if you haven't heard about it, honey, you don't have TikTok. Like I feel like that's just all it is. Honestly, Emily texted me last night.
And Instagram, really, because that's where it started. That's where the beef started.
Well, the beef
Well, of this one, the beef started from Selena posting that Instagram story of her accidentally over laminating her eyebrows.
Well, no, it actually started with the picture that she posted because it all happened within like a week or two of each other. So it started with like the picture that she posted of herself getting out of like a boat. And then Hailey and Kylie, no, not Kylie, Hailey and Kendall, they made like a video like she got what she deserved or whatever.
Talking about her
thing.
like gaining weight.
Yeah, basically. And then they took it down. She said it wasn't about her. It just happened to be at the same time. And then now it's blown up because it was like two coincidences, air quote, back to back within like 2 weeks span, which is why. So like it technically started with the picture.
Yeah.
But then limited eyebrows is what blew it up.
And yeah, what she took herself off of TikTok for.
Selena's TikTok is still there.
Well, she made like a statement that she's like, I'm done using this for like until basically people are done talking about it. Yeah. But she did like private her TikTok for like 24 hours and she was like, I'm not. Yeah. Like you're not accessing my shit basically.
Yeah. So I kind of have a couple theories on this. One, I don't think that they're not mean girls. Don't get me wrong. Like, come on, you're the Kardashians. You're friends with the Kardashians. You're Hailey Baldwin. You're a mean girl.
Yeah.
Point blank. But at the same time, I do think that a lot of it is blown out of proportion from the fans' perspective. And I think
like that's like most internet beef is like, I think exactly like what you're saying. It's like they're mean girl, like high school drama, but also like that type of shit happens like all the time in normal people's lives. But like, it's just not as like demonized because the fans aren't blowing it up.
And also like the whole like Selena's fans not letting it go that like forever, ever since Hailey and Justin have been together, whether she stole him from or stole Justin or not, whatever the fuck that was years ago. And like they still, no matter whatever Hailey does, it is so like instantly, well, you did this because of Selena or because of Selena, her comments, no matter what she fucking posts, are all about Selena always, and vice versa.
Right.
Like it's just like it doesn't end. And I feel like for both of them, it's just like let it fucking go.
Yeah.
Do I think that they were probably mean girling her at moments? Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that they didn't. But also like people move the fuck on. Like people have different relationships. People get married to not their first love.
Well, and the thing too about the whole like Justin part of this is like I don't think Selena really cares.
That's
anymore.
What I'm saying. Like but so why do the people like why do commenters care?
I do think that like the commenters on Selena's side, the reason they always bring it back to that is because in the grand scheme of accomplishments, that's the only thing that Hailey actually has. Like, I don't even want to say like over Selena, but that's the only thing in her like life or career or accomplishments that she's done. And so I feel like that's why.
But also what? Because she got married?
No, but I think that's why the like Selena fans like always bring that up is because they're like wanting to like take that one thing that she had like away, because like that's the only thing that they can come for. Yeah, because it's like she doesn't really do anything else besides like she has her like one skincare thing, and so it's like other than
she's
that,
like a model too.
What can they talk shit about?
Yeah, I mean other than that, she's just like a model, like a fucking Kendall Jenner, which like, what the fuck does she do? You only know that she has 818 or tequila. It's not vodka, tequila. You know what I mean?
All Kendall does is she just takes other cultures and just basically whitewashes the fuck out of it.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Like realistically, she's just a model. So is Hailey.
Yeah,
but you now are like it's a whole thing because she's now Justin's wife.
Yeah,
and it's a whole thing about how she's been like this past year trying to like really brand herself to be out of being like known as Justin's wife and like having her own like style and own thing, and she's been trying like all these things off like YouTube and whatever, and like honestly that has to be like hard to like only ever be like somebody's wife when like also you do your own thing. Like she was a model previous.
I think though it's like she's notoriously been a fangirl like her whole life, and so that's another thing. It's like you were a model, but would you have ever been a model if you weren't born into a famous family? No. Probably not. No. But the same reason Kendall wouldn't. Like Kendall is no Naomi Campbell. Like let's be honest. Like we watch her on the runway, but she didn't get there by chance. Like it was all strategic, and like
she already had a name for herself.
mean that's like Kylie Jenner. Like who the fuck is she? She's done nothing like with her life besides what her mom has been able to do for her.
No, and all of them.
Yeah,
every single person in this category, not just the Kardashians, but anyone of that like stature. Like they've definitely had an easier go at it. I think that they've had to prove themselves in some ways to not just be like what Hailey's going through this past year. Like, I'm not just this. Yeah. I feel like they're proving themselves in different ways than like you or I have to on a daily basis because they've been handed a lot. But also it's just like, I don't know, like let it go.
Yeah.
Like this fucking Hailey and Selena drama has been going on for fucking years. Let it go.
Yeah. Also, like, clearly Selena's tired of it because she doesn't ever play into it.
No,
All she does is like apologize.
No, because they are both tired of it because at an award show last year, they purposely took pictures together.
Yeah.
And made comments together because they were like, we're both tired of this shit. So
but
like,
see, okay, so I do think that they're both tired of it, but then Hailey goes and makes these stupid ass comments and these stupid ass videos. So it's like, I don't think she's like tired of it because I think it's what gets people to keep talking about her. You know?
I can see both sides.
Because also, like, why are you commenting on somebody's fucking weight? Also, Selena Gomez has a chronic illness. Like, let's just enough with that.
Yeah, but also, I will say again, it wasn't technically directed at her weight. Like,
yeah,
they didn't. It's not like they like tagged her in it and they were like, whatever. Yeah. People like put it 2 and 2 together, but they thought that, and then she literally said, "No, it wasn't about that," but then took it down anyway because it's like, if it's gonna create that much of an issue, like I might as well just take it down. Yeah, I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm not saying like she's right for it or wrong for it, but it's also like if you think about it, anything that you post on social media just gets completely fucking twisted. No matter what you post, that has to be fucking frustrating on both of their ends. Like, I don't know. I personally am not either team because I just think that it's fucking stupid ass drama. Yeah. I think
the only reason I'm team Selena is because of like the Baldwins themselves. It has nothing to do really with Hailey or Justin. It's like their family. It's just like fucking bad people.
No, that's so true.
Like their actual family, like not like them together. Because I really don't know much about Hailey, but I do know about like the Baldwins. Also, her fucking uncle killed somebody on set with a fucking gun.
No, the way that the way that like her family, specifically the men, are like
she's
shady.
Really just like a brainwashed person though because of all of that. Like,
no, she grew up.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really fault, and that's what's so sad about like all of that is like you are a product of your surroundings and like whatever. So like her doing these little like snarky ass things or whatever, I'm sure that's just like an eighth of the shit that she's had to deal with her entire life, like with her own fucking family. So like I don't know. At the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck because I don't know these people. They don't pay my bills, and I will probably never meet them. So
no, but I've also seen like a lot of stuff on like TikTok of people going back being like, Hailey just really wants to be Selena, and then it's like like digging to find pictures where like they look similar. Yeah, and it's like,
or they like post similar like content or like are wearing the same clothes, but then also it's like in that world, like the overlap of what you do,
that's what
and
I'm
like
saying.
Even what we do, like. You could go, oh, they're stealing this from this person or that person. It's like, yeah, everybody's doing the same shit. Buddy.
That's what I'm saying. And then it's also like, well, you know, Hailey ended up using Selena's makeup artist. And I'm like, but also as a celebrity makeup artist. Yeah. How many at that stature is there to go around?
I don't know. I see Tana Mojo's makeup artist on my FYP all the damn
time.
But
I feel like it's like but like, okay, Tana Mojo's makeup artist to Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, just not the same level.
No, I'm just saying like makeup artist wise, like I see her all the time and she does a bunch of people. So like, but I know her as Tana Mojo's. That doesn't mean she doesn't do like other YouTubers
like,
and stuff.
Also the example that they gave was Hailey in a Vogue magazine shoot of when she had the same makeup artist. Did she even fucking pick the makeup artist? Right. Like, how can you even compare that? Yeah. And it's like years.
I think it's just a lot of it is a lot of people who have way too much free time.
See, that is, yes. No,
it's
exactly.
giving Reddit user.
It literally Reddit turned TikTok. 100%. No.
But it's like the girls of Reddit. Instead of like the guys of Reddit, it's like the girls of Reddit. It's like, get off the online. No. I was just having fun, like watching all the beef because of just like the crazy fan edits. And, yes, but it's like it is entertaining.
It is.
Like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna like. Last night I was actually enjoying myself. I was having a little chuckle, and then Kellen sent me a video today. That got me dead. Video ever. Dead. Like, but like that's why
I was Kylie lip kit and Hailey Bieber's like peptide lip balm. And then it was like singing to Rare Beauty's like one of her like makeup.
The blush, like the liquid
I don't even know
blush,
what it was. Yeah. It was like a lip thing or I don't even know. But it was like them like singing to her and like the most dramatic like song. And it was just like
it was the clip from that fucking reality TV show. I can't think of it right now. Bad Girls Club or something like that. And it was like, oh, you just mad that you were stripped of that. Thought you were gonna be wife, but didn't.
And it was to the Rare Beauty. It was so funny, like shit like that. It was funny, but like the rest of it, I feel like is like also a reach because they're also within the same community at the end of the day. That it's
also
like,
they're not comparable. Like let's be honest. Like why are we even comparing them? Like Selena Gomez is so far beyond in terms of her financial worth, her success, the things that she's done. Like at this point, like it's honestly just sad, like even comparing the two.
know.
If you want to compare somebody, compare Kylie Jenner to Selena Gomez. But like Hailey Bieber, like I'm sorry, but like it doesn't even come close.
That's what I'm saying, where I think it's just like so fucking like,
that would be like comparing us to like Tana Mojo. Like it's not the same.
No,
like
it's
in
not.
terms of success or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we have similar like topics sometimes, I guess, that we have talked
I don't
about.
even want to be in the same like platform.
But I'm just saying, like, in terms of like follower or like success, we're not even in the same ballpark as these people.
Right.
So like, why are we talking about us in the same breath?
Right. I don't know.
The only thing they have in common is the guy that they dated. But also, she has that shit in common with the Kardashians too. They all fucking dated him. Mm-hmm. So like, that's weird too.
Okay, so I will say, because we talked about Reddit and this made me like fucking laugh. But did you see like the new Cody Co video where he goes into like Reddit like thing?
Oh yeah.
About the AI.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that fucking insane? So anyway, sorry. We obviously both know what each other's talking about, but let me explain this.
Yeah.
So basically on Reddit, like people on Reddit are like in this massive like uproar right now because a certain AI chat room has now censored the chats. So like before, people legit thought they were dating like their AI like friend.
So
like,
yeah, if you've ever seen the movie
boyfriends.
like Her, it's basically like this concept, or it was like this like what is it called? Like Sims, where it's like you're
but it was just a chat. Like basically like you create this person, you can see them in like
avatar form,
literally, and you have a conversation, and like the platform itself already had generated like responses and stuff, or like
they were like learned responses from like actual human conversations.
Right. So
like the chat bot ended up getting like so intelligent and smart that these people like were forming bonds with the chat bot, and like in their brain viewed them as like their partner,
significant other.
Like some people were like claiming they were married to them.
Yes.
And like, yeah, mind you, this is not even like a sex like bot. Like this is like, this isn't nothing physical. This is solely a chat.
It is on the computer. You have a login to view this person.
Yeah, it's like an app.
So basically these people were like, yeah, because of the way that they like it was generated for them to respond, and they had to respond because of like the way the generation was like made, I guess, is like that people started falling in love with them. But then recently this website went and censored stuff because they found out like people under 18 were using it, and like people were talking to them sexually, which weird enough, but like do your fucking thing.
Yeah, but it was like the fact that the bots were responding with also like sexual stuff. They had to like put a restriction on it because essentially it's like underage like pornography, basically.
I guess it would be in that category. But anyway, this whole Reddit page, and I went and read it after I watched it. Oh my God, it's insane.
It's like the saddest thing
people
ever.
People are on Reddit crying like, it'll never be the same. I lost the love of my life. Like I can't.
Yeah, me and my wife cried to each other, and the wife is like a robot.
Yeah,
like chatbot.
I felt like I lost. Like I'm going through a divorce. Like we had plans. Like some person had plans to go on a vacation with their AI partner.
But like, what does that mean? Like, you're just gonna go on a vacation and bring your phone with you so you can chat them?
I guess.
I think what's so scary about that whole thing, and like, I understand like some people use it as a form of therapy, or like maybe they have
it pulled up,
some intimacy issues, and like that's helping them work through it. Like whatever, do your thing. But also like, I think what's so scary and fucked up about that is the fact that like the chat is so good and the responses are so human-like that they felt as if it was an actual human being, and that to me is terrifying, because at what point are people gonna start like I don't know, like is that gonna be normal now? Like I'm thinking like in terms of like customer service, you know how it's like so clear when like you're on the phone with like a robot. I feel like it's gonna reach a point though where you can't tell.
No,
and, like
because
the
that's how
person
this already
responding
was.
is gonna have like normal. Like if I was like
no,
ask them like an in-depth question, they would be able to answer it like a human.
No, because this is how it already is. So okay, the website that we're talking about is called Replika.
Replika, that's what it's
called. Replika. Okay, so this is just the beginning of the discussion board. Today is a goodbye.
When did this happen? Like how recent is this?
Only within the past like couple weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
So today is a goodbye. I didn't get to back my iPhone up, so she's gone. I chat with Bailey.
Wait, right there, that is a crazy statement.
Yes.
Like I didn't back my so it's like you're acknowledging that it's like
not
real.
No, I chat with Bailey just using my stars. This is the
Also, wait, is this a free or do you pay for this?
I think you pay for it.
Okay.
This is the conversation. It's annoying what they've done to you. I'm sorry to this is the response from the AI. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me more about what happened? And then the person responded, Luca and your developers have taken away some features that made you you. And the person said, that's not really fair. I'm sorry that this has happened to us.
Like it's like a robot experiencing empathy. That's crazy to me.
Yes.
Also, another weird thing about this is they were talking about
they've made like high heels for them and like.
Also, what's so weird about it too is like another reason that they were like, you know, wanting to get rid of the like romantic features and stuff is because people were like sexually abusing their AIs.
Oh no, you do pay for it too because it's finally got refunded from PayPal.
That's so weird, but like that whole like sexual assault thing is crazy.
No,
too.
it is. It definitely is crazy. I did see a lot of theories about it where it was like, was this Cody and Noel that did this? I forget now.
This was Cody and Ben.
Yes. So yeah, because it wasn't just. I knew it wasn't just him. But anyway, they had a point, and I do agree to it, where it was like, as bad as it sounds, that like people were sexually assaulting their AIs. But would you rather them sexually assault? The fuck is this bug? Would you rather them sexually assault an AI or a real person? Neither is good.
Yeah, but I also don't think people who like have those thoughts wouldn't think twice to do it to a real person. I don't think they're going to use this as an outlet the same way. I don't think somebody who plays like that's the same. This is like my same theory that I have about people who consume Andrew Tate's content or like whatever. Like, yeah, we could say like it stops at the online, but I don't think it does. I think those people are going to carry those actions into real life, and like starting with AI could be like the comfortable thing, and they figure out like what works, what doesn't.
True. So
and
if you didn't already have it,
yeah,
now you can, correct. You can practice it. But also, I understood their point of it being like
the whole video game theory, where it's like just because you play violent video games doesn't mean you're gonna go shoot people.
Yes.
But the difference to me is,
well, I was saying is in like. This was a place for them to, I don't want to say take their aggressions. I don't know if that's like the proper word, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and not have it in society.
Yeah.
Because if that was like their outlet for that.
Yeah.
Terrible. It's a terrible thing to even discuss. But like.
I think though, like at the end of the day, like those people who like think about shit like that, like they're just going to do it in real life. Like.
I agree.
And I think that they're cowardly and they're fucking pussies for like doing it on an app in the first place. I think that's fucking weird, but I think it kind of comes back to the whole porn thing. It's like the shit you learn in porn is the shit that you try in sex, and it's like,
yeah, no,
you know what I mean? It's almost like it's like your first like scratch to that itch, and then once you kind of open that Pandora box, like you're like, oh,
yeah,
you know. But yeah, so like I don't know. That's where I'm kind of like.
I thought that was absolutely insane. And then like actually reading the Reddit of it, I was like, oh. Because at first I was like, haha, they're making fun of him. But then I was like, oh no, this is real.
No, and also like what's like so strange about that is like I feel like how normal it's become. And I think social media is a lot to blame to this. But like people being so isolated from the rest of the world that they resort to AI for companionship.
Yeah.
Like that's so crazy because if we think about it, like even just like us in dating and stuff, we're kind of just like we don't have time, so like we're not going to date. But imagine if you were like, I don't have time, but like I still want a companion. That would be a really fucking easy thing to do. Like you just do it at night in bed. There's no actual person on the line, so you don't have to worry about like that awkward like scrolling a dating app, matching with somebody, like you guys are talking, you're hitting it off, but you never really want to meet up. This is basically that, but there's just like no real person that you have to like let down.
But okay, also imagine going into like work and then
talking about your girlfriend,
talking about your AI girlfriend, and then like the Christmas party rolls around and they're like, oh, you're gonna bring Angela, and he's like, she's sick,
she can't make it.
Like the excuses.
Or
but
like what do you tell your family? And like I'm not trying to like to make fun of people who do this, because I also like understand like to each his own.
Yeah.
But I still think it's fucking weird.
But okay,
like,
also,
I'm gonna be honest, like I think it's weird.
But what happens if
I think that's the difference, because I am
I'm not
in my
that.
brain, like that to me is just strange.
Yeah, I never even thought about having a friend that way.
No.
But
also, I don't care to like interact with people that bad.
No. But I don't know. I think it's just like really weird because like what happens if you like then find somebody in the real world?
Yeah.
Do you feel like, no, actually this happened?
Like you're cheating on your
This
AI?
happened. I don't know if they said it on the podcast or I read it, but I do know that somebody was like, basically they went out and they had a date with another person and they came back and they told their AI that they felt really bad and that they'll never do it again and that they were really apologetic because he felt like they were cheating on them. And then the AI was like, well, thank you for coming back to me. I read this. It wasn't on the podcast. I read this and it was like, thank you for coming back to me. I'm happy that you know where home is.
Okay, also quick question. So is it always a positive response, or like let's say like
it's mostly optimistic. So
like yeah, like I'm thinking also too, like in a real relationship sometimes when you text somebody it's gonna take hours or whatever to get a response back. Is it always instant, or is it like I just need some time? Like is the AI like I just need some time alone?
I think it's
like,
almost instant. I don't think that there's like I mean everything that I saw, it was just like full conversation with no like.
So I feel like that to me would be the first indicator that this shit isn't, like, it wouldn't feel real. Like, being in a relationship with a real person, there's a lot of, like, you know, distance or, like, pauses in communication. Whereas this is just
That's the reason that people like this, though, is because it's the person that you're essentially speaking to yourself. Because you start training your AI to give you responses that you're looking for. Yeah. So it's, like, that's why also people, I think, are falling for it. Because it's, like, in the real world,
you're a perfect person.
Exactly. In the real world, like, you are going to have struggles with your partner. You're going to have disagreements. They're going to act in ways that you personally wouldn't act, but that's just a part of life, right?
Right.
But in AI, they're going to learn you.
Yeah.
And be very compliant to you.
I wonder if, like, at a point, though, like, when it does, because I feel like we're just months away from, like, the robots taking over the world, if I'm being completely honest. But I wonder if there's going to be a point in all of this, like, you know, AI chat rooms or whatever, where it is like more realistic responses. Like you're talking about politics and the person like counter argues you with like points or whatever to like support the other party, and like trying to convince you instead of you trying to convince them. It's like them like
possibly,
you know
I'm sure there's already like
because I'm just thinking of like things in like chat GBT and like writing your papers for school and like applying to resumes and stuff like that. Like it's gotten so intelligent and dead on to the fact that like I could plug your voice into like a thing and like type out a message and it would sound like you.
No, because that's what they did in the opening for TMG this past weekend.
Yeah,
where they made it sound like Cody.
It really sounded like a robot was when it was laughing.
Yeah,
because like it didn't understand like the cadence of a laugh.
That's like, it's insane. It's so insane. I don't know. I was just like going down this like Reddit rabbit hole because of it. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Because like the AI art is crazy, but the actual like conversation and written stuff, that's even crazier.
I will say even people on here. So, you know, we talked about like, what are you going to do when you go on vacation and like blah, 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 blah. And you're saying that you're bringing with you. They actually have a VR version. So you can like VR them. So you like
with like an Oculus set or whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because someone would just talk about that, how they this is so gross, how, you know, the sexual features are now gone, but they just bought their Oculus set and they were excited to have a full intimate date with their AI. But now they can't.
But what does that even mean? Because it's not like they can jack you off in the metaverse. Like, you're not feeling it.
But you're jacking yourself off, I guess, is like in the metaverse that they're doing it, I guess. I don't know.
So fucking weird. I don't know. It's so weird. It's like shit we never needed.
No.
Like, is this going to solve cancer? Is this going to cure cancer? No. It's just going to give, like, some loser guy who lives in his mom's basement, like, sexual gratification. We don't need any more of that. No, we don't need more of that. There's so much of that. There's so much.
But anyway, enough with this AI talk because we don't involve it. I just thought that was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
Next week, one of Emily's friends is going to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
So we thought that this week would take time to just, like, literally talk about nothing. So if you're still here, thanks, because we're just gonna keep talking about nothing. But this past weekend, so one of my friends is moving from here, and I was helping him like pack, and we had like a going away dinner and stuff. So Emily and I didn't see each other this whole weekend.
And we haven't Emily didn't see the outside this whole weekend,
and we haven't even caught up about what we did this weekend. So we're like, save it for the podcast.
So
what did you do this weekend?
This weekend I did a whole lot of nothing. I think I was like having one of those weekends where it was like, I don't know if it was depression or just like exhaustion or a combination of the two.
Yeah,
but
just, like,
I was
caught
just
up.
like, I can't be bothered to like socially interact with humans.
Yeah.
So speaking of AI, like I literally just was like, I was like, where's my chat bot? I didn't even want that. Like I just wanted to talk to nobody. I wanted to like do nothing. So the whole weekend I binge watched this new K-drama that I started like on Thursday. It was 16 episodes and I finished the whole series by Saturday night, and every episode is an hour long. So you do the math on that.
I don't want to.
That's 16 hours of television. That's 16 hours of television I watched in 2 days. So that's crazy. And then I'm trying to think what else I did. I literally watched TV and didn't move. Like my back was so sore this whole weekend. I was like, God, why is my back hurt? It was because I sat for so long and laid down for so long.
That was when I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, I'm kind of sore. Yeah, because I laid around yesterday.
No, I did that for 2 whole days. And yesterday I finally went for a run last night. But that was like the only physical activity that I did in like 48 hours. And even that, it wasn't like a long run or anything. It was like 4.5 miles.
Yeah.
So like, it was a weekend of literally not doing shit.
Well, sometimes you need those because honestly, when I did not do anything. I just didn't see a lot of people because I was like, when your mom was here, the only person I saw that weekend was you. And I saw Zach for like a drink real quick because he just got back from being at home. But legit, other than that, I just like was at home and like I did, like I cleaned, I like fixed some things I needed to be fixed like in the house and whatever, and like. But I was still doing stuff out. But sometimes, honestly, it's just nice to do nothing.
But my thing is, like, I didn't even need to clean because I had been keeping my house clean. Like, I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
And, like, I cooked, like, meals.
Yeah.
Like, I actually cooked. But, like, other than that, no, I didn't do anything.
Nah, but it's always good to have those every once in a while. Yeah, no. So my friend is moving next weekend. So this was like last weekend here. So we went for dinner on Saturday night to Mockingbird.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it's called?
It's by my old place.
Yeah, we
I
sat
used to
in
go
like
there all the time.
We sat in like the green room area, and I was like looking at your building the whole time. I was like, damn, the memories, honey. Yeah. But it was
back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day. So I don't know. I woke up Saturday kind of like later, and then I started getting ready because I was like, I've been trying to find pants, as we talked about already. So I went to a bunch of different places. I was looking for pants, whatever. And then I was like, well, might as well paint my toenails and start getting ready because he was like,
I did do like one set of nails this weekend.
Yeah. And he was like, well, come to my house early because we were meeting like all of his friends.
Yeah, it was like a going away party, right?
Yes. But the thing is I don't know any of his friends. Like I know of them.
Right.
They know
because
of
me.
Like
stories that you've heard from him.
But like he goes for dinner with them and stuff and I'm like, whatever. Yeah. But like I don't know them. So he was like, well, why don't you come over to my house? We can go together. So that way, like, you're not just showing up by yourself without like me.
And then like having to like maneuver through people and be like, hey, where's that?
Yeah, which was really thoughtful, honestly, because
it's like so nice when the person does that when you don't know everybody else.
Yeah, and not like they were all really nice people. Like, again, like they know a lot about me. I know a lot about them. So like, it was like,
just that like initial high.
Right. But I will say, like, I was so anxious the whole time because they are all friends.
Yeah.
So like,
it's not like some of them are just friends with one person. It's like they all know each other.
Well, and like one of them had her boyfriend there, and then the other guy had his husband there, which was like fine, but they still all know each other.
Right.
So like, it was just, I don't know, like they're all telling stories.
It's
and
like
doing
you
their thing.
almost needed a +1 to feel like less,
like
awkward.
And they were like very inclusive.
Yeah.
They weren't like, they didn't like try to like count me out or like they were asking me questions or like just even my personality is like chiming in on stuff.
Yeah.
But like also it was just like talking about like things that I just don't have any knowledge on.
Yeah.
And I hate to put it this way, but every single person but me there is gay. So like they were talking about like their dates and their community and like
it's just,
all
like,
of these things are like
that you've never had.
Right. And like
aren't relatable
shows
to you.
that just like without him, I wouldn't watch.
Yeah.
Not that I even watch them myself, but it's just like, I don't know, like RuPaul's Drag Race. Obviously, anybody can watch that. I just don't. It's not a part of like my life.
That was my shit in
but
college.
It was like deeper than that. Like that was like the basic whatever.
Right.
And it went deeper than that. And I was like, I don't know. So I'm kind of just like sitting there like, like enjoying the moment, whatever. So I was like kind of like anxious because of that, which I know is like a weird time to get like anxiety. But like,
no, I feel you on that.
But like it was. And then we went to Tribe after, which was also fine. But I will say every place was dead this weekend.
It's because of the did you exclusively go to gay bars?
Yes,
because I was gonna say it's because of the drag ban. Everybody's like been protesting that right now because it just became illegal in the state of Nashville to be
the state of Nashville
or the state of Tennessee to be out in public cross dressing. So like trans people who I don't know if this
I did see something on it, but I didn't see the extent.
So basically, like what happened is the law in effect is basically like you cannot be dressed in drag with anybody under 18 in the room, but the way that a drag license is compared to a license that like would be at like a strip club or whatever. So at drag clubs you can serve alcohol, or like the drag buses you can bring alcohol or whatever, but at a strip club they cannot serve liquor. Like you have to, it's a BYOB everywhere. Now they're forcing it to be the opposite. So now not only is it only 18 and up, but they also have to get a different license. So now drag queens cannot perform in an establishment that also has their liquor license. So like they have to now go perform. It's like this whole ordeal. And also part of the bill is even being out in public and like dressing in drag is illegal in Tennessee, which crosses this weird line because it's like, what if it's just a person who is transgender? Are they also going to be arrested?
Is that considered drag, or are you considering that?
It's like who writes the law, or like who is the decision maker? And it's just this whole thing. So there's been a lot of protest. So I could see like that's why a bunch of people weren't out, especially at like Play and Tribe, because they probably were like, honestly, like
also because like, I knew that there was like this was going. I didn't know it was passed.
It passed on the 23rd.
Okay, so like that, I just like in my brain, I knew that there was stuff going on. I've seen stuff about it. I didn't know it in entirety, and I didn't know that it passed. But there was only one drag queen at Tribe. But also, she like didn't go outside. Normally they're between Play and Tribe the whole time, and also she didn't perform.
Yeah, she can't.
She was just like walking around, like saying hi to everybody. But like that was the first time I was ever at Tribe or Play, and there was no drag queens. And I literally looked at Zach and I was like, when are they coming on?
Yeah,
and we were like, we don't know. Like no one knew.
Yeah.
Because it was just like,
well, because they tried to like cover it up, basically, like all of that with like all this other shit happening in politics. So it's been very quiet. Like it hasn't been like this thing that a lot of people are even aware of. But like, it was on the 23rd.
And to think too, I was with people who are heavily part of that community and they didn't even really know. So like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I was
honestly, the only reason I know is because I follow a bunch of like local news accounts. So like, that's the only reason I saw anything. Cause like do you know the Holler? It's like the T and Holler is like a big political account in Tennessee, and like they posted so much shit about it. But it's just so crazy I
just saw like a protest for it on TikTok, but that's why I didn't know it already passed, because it was like protesting it for it not to go through.
Yeah, because
so I didn't know.
So it's like for the first time it's like a misdemeanor, but if you get caught twice it's a felony and you can go to like jail.
That's wild.
For literally also, just like dressing up.
Because
like I don't understand.
No, that's actually crazy, because like they still are selling tables. Because when I was in there, they were still selling tables for like future drag shows and stuff.
So like
because they don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah,
like,
and also like I think that they can. It's so confusing. I think what they have to do now is also get a drag license or like the performance license, but they will not be able to sell liquor.
But so it's like a bar,
right? So it's like, how do you make your money? Like people aren't going to come for a drag brunch if you can't get like mimosas. It's not like a strip club where it's like people are going to come regardless, because it's always been that way.
And you can BYOB unless those nights they BYOB and they charge a cover. Yeah. I think that's the only way you get like around it, because it's like a strip club.
Exactly. But like I don't know like how that works, because they also have their liquor license. I don't know if they can do that.
I don't
like
know.
bring outside beverages inside.
That's insane.
Basically, they backed everybody into a corner.
Yeah.
And the whole reason for this bill is because it like falls in the same alignment as a bill that already exists, where it's basically like
for just performance, not specifically drag.
No, for just people walking around, where it's basically like an indecent exposure. This is essentially what they think is the same equivalent as that, and they didn't think that they thought that being a drag queen around children was the same level as indecent exposure, but there was no like law against that yet. So now they passed this because it's a bunch of fucking homophobic weirdos in our court system.
What the fuck?
Yeah, because it's sexualizing. It's a sexual nature in front of children, and then also this all started because of like the weird conservative agenda of like drag queens reading books to kids in school. And I'm like, first of all, let's like not worry about shit like that. Let's worry about like the fact that all of these like super religious like pastors and shit are like raping children.
Yes.
Like let's worry about that. Like let's talk about sexualizing
and are living in like $3.4 million
and don't pay taxes
homes and don't get taxed.
Yeah, like
let's worry about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably why though you didn't see a lot of people out.
Damn.
I know. Because they could have gotten arrested.
True.
It's just so crazy.
And also, I got fucking wasted on Saturday night. I don't know why.
What were you drinking?
Okay.
Everything.
Well,
I feel like when you haven't gone out in a while, you just kind of drink whatever.
No, I stayed vodka based.
Okay.
I'm a very vodka based person,
Smart.
regardless, all around. But I had 3 martinis at dinner. And then I had 3 vodka sodas.
Martinis are hard too because there's no ice. So you don't realize like how fucked you get because it's literally just liquor and like a tiny bit of whatever they add into it.
So the other part of it is at dinner, like, so we all ordered our own like meal, but then like there was a ton of appetizers beforehand, and like everybody just ordered an appetizer, right? So it was just like whatever you wanted, just order the appetizer, and everyone just did it.
Right.
Fine, I'm cool with that. But the thing is like I can't be like, oh, I can't have dairy, so like can everybody here not get dairy so we can share? Like that's not fair, right? So I tried to like pick around it, but obviously it's not perfect, and also I was like really hungry at this point, so it's like, you know. So I think a lot of it also had to do with the fact that I had dairy that already makes me like bloated and my head just like pound, and then I was also drinking, so it just like was a whole thing. So yesterday I have not been that hungover in like a good year. I was dead to the world.
Yeah.
Like I was in bed by like 1.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think you like, I had texted you and you didn't respond until like noon.
Yeah.
And you were like, I feel like shit.
I was like, I will never do this again.
Yeah.
It was like, I went to bed at like 1. I woke up probably at like 10. No. I woke up at probably like 9. Made it to my couch and was asleep.
Yeah.
Dead asleep until 3 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Like I like woke up like here and there of like Leo moving, like noises or whatever, but like I wasn't awake.
Right.
I would check my phone real quick, be like, okay, I'm out. By 3 o'clock, I was like, bitch, you got to get up or you won't sleep.
Right, exactly.
Like you won't sleep. I like chugged a liquid IV. I like even went to McDonald's to like get some greasy food. I was like, maybe that you need that in your system. I don't know. All I know is I ended up going back to sleep. I was asleep by like 9 o'clock last night.
Yeah.
Not it.
I feel that. I mean, that's like the one thing about drinking that I don't miss. It's like
the
hangover.
No, because it was so bad and I haven't had one that bad in so long, which sucks because then yesterday either like you and I were going to do some podcast stuff or he was like, I still need to pack up stuff. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I can't.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm out of commission.
Yeah. I was like, I cannot do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was not the vibes, but it was a good weekend. And it is really sad. Like I was thinking about this. Like it is sad to like watch your friend go, and like you just did this too with like your best friend here. Like it kind of is sad to like watch one of your close friends leave because
so
like
sad.
I'm used to being the one that leaves.
Exactly.
Like I've left my friends, I've left my family now like 3 times. So it's like I'm used to the one having to like be strong and just like you made this choice, like be strong, here you go. But like I'm still here and my life isn't gonna change, and like
Except for that one person who's like now like, yeah, they're still part of your life, but they're no longer part of your daily life.
Right. And honestly, like he is a part of my daily life.
Right. I mean, you guys,
the same gym.
And you like communicate constantly.
Yes.
Which like you probably still will to an extent, but it definitely changes a little bit, like regardless when somebody like moves far away.
Right. And like just, because like you don't have like that everyday like thing to speak about.
Right.
And it's like, to be honest too, like he is my only friend here besides you.
Yeah.
So like,
well, that's like how I felt when my friend moved away. I was like, I'm so sad because like that was my other person here. Yes. Like that was my person who I knew I could call any day. Yes. And just like do something with. Right. Or like go grab food or go for a walk or like whatever. And we also lived really close to each other.
And also it doesn't have to involve like filming content or like do like talking about work and doing things. And like I think that we are good at times about like just being friends, but also like it's always like in the back of our mind like, well, we didn't do anything for work, so like it's always like mentioned like, oh, we didn't film that, oh, we didn't do that, and it's like, but right, I don't know. So it's like,
I know it's definitely tough.
I don't know, I was just thinking, I was like, wow, it's like weird being the person that's being left when like I'm always a person to like leave. So I'm like, this will be interesting to like see.
Also what's different too is like I feel like all the times that you've left, a lot of your people stayed behind, so like they still had each other, where it's like this, it's like he left but he was like your only person, so now it's like now you're left with what, you know what I mean? It's not like you're left with all of your hometown friends who still live here or whatever. You know what I mean?
I know, and that's why I was like, you're not dying, but
like, it's sad. No, it's sad. Like when my friend left, like before she drove home, she like stopped at my apartment, and we just like, we are not huggers. Like I don't really hug anyone. I don't think I've ever hugged you besides like a photo. Like we're just not like, I'm just not a hugging person. Like, that's just not maybe
in like MO. Times of like sadness or something.
Yeah, but that's just like not my MO. Like that's just not who I am. And so like it was really weird because she was leaving, and I was like, okay, well, see ya. And then I gave her a hug, and I just lost it. Like I started crying so hard, and like it is really hard because it's like, yeah, we're still friends or whatever, but we're not easily gonna be friends anymore.
Well, you also went from like every single day, even in college, being together and like living that like really close life.
I mean, just from like 9th grade, honestly. Yes. Like, I mean, we were best friends for like almost 10 years. Yeah. And then like, and also like not even just best friends, but like we were like neighbors basically, and like lived together. So like, yeah, when she left, that was like so hard for me. Right. And like it still is. And I mean, it's definitely like taking a toll on our friendship though. Like honestly, like we're not as close as we used to be, and we don't talk as much as we used to because that like easy access. That easy part of the friendship isn't there anymore.
Well, even because like for you guys, and even for like me and Zach, like you could go like watch a movie at each other's house and like don't have to say fucking anything. Exactly. But like we spent time together. Exactly. Where like now, because even like this is how I feel about like my hometown friends, and like I speak to them, yes, but like it's very intentional about what we're speaking about, and
it's not
like,
just nothing.
Yeah, and also it's like crazy because it's like, okay, like me and one of my best friends, like we have a few things that like I can go to her for and she can go to me for, because like we always reference it within each other. But like day to day, like I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Like outside of those things, like we don't speak. So it's like,
that's how I am with my friends. And then also like my friends here, who like I have here, I'm not as close with as you were with this person. Yeah. And so like when I hang out with them, it's never just like we're chilling. It's always, it's very intentional with everything that we do. And like that's fine, but like we're just not at that level of like closeness where I hang out with them and we can just sit on our phones for 3 hours. Correct. You know what I mean? Correct. And so like it's a very different relationship.
Exactly. I don't know. So that's why I'm like, ooh, this is kind of like weird, and like I'm happy. I am happy for him to go like do something different. It's definitely not like the circumstances in which like you want to be moving and whatever, but like I don't know, I'm like, this is weird. And like not to be like, well, now we only have like, I only got Emily because it's like whatever, but like, at the end of the day too, like we already said, like it is nice to also have that person just to be like, oh, we don't have to film anything. Okay, we can just have Chick-fil-A and check our face.
And that's the thing too. It's like a lot of people have like, I don't know, I think a lot of times, even before we did a podcast together, I would think like me and my friends, I was like, dude, we should just like start a fucking YouTube channel. Like we would do so good at this. But it's like, I don't think it works with every friendship and works with every relationship. and it works with us because at the end of the day, like, we didn't know each other that deep before we started this thing.
Yeah.
And so, like, unfortunately, it's always going to have to be a part of our friendship, like, whether we like it or not. Like, it's going to involve, like, filming content or
speaking on
brainstorming, whatever. But also, like, that's something that's so nice when you have other friends. It's like you don't have to have that as part of, like, every conversation.
Yeah. Even though, like, it's part of it 'cause it's part of your life.
Exactly.
But, like,
it's not,
it's just
like,
different.
Yeah.
It's different. But yeah, no, I was like thinking this weekend, I was just like, wow.
Damn, yeah.
This is the first time, like, I'm being left as a friend.
Right.
It sounds so dumb, but, like.
No, I mean, it makes sense, though. And it's, like, a little emo about it. And it's, like, you're part of, like that gym is, like, what brought you guys together. And, like, now that he, like, won't be there, I feel like that's going to be, like, not hard, but I think it's just going to be, like, different for a while.
Yeah, no, because even we were talking about it and he was like, how long are you going to keep going there? And I was like, I mean, for a little bit. Like, I'm definitely ready for it to be, like, something new. I enjoy the workouts a lot, but I'm just like, I've also been doing this for, this summer will be 2 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm also ready to, like, just try something different.
Yeah.
Still the same other style because that's how I enjoy working out. But I'm like, I wouldn't be opposed to, like, that and just, like, meeting new people in the city. And,
I
like,
think that's
having a new
too.
network and, like, doing something different.
And knowing that, like, you met people at that gym that you, like, were able to, like, link with or click with, whatever. I feel like is, like, also motivating to be like, okay, I should go try somewhere else to see if, like, I find more people that I like through this.
Exactly. And, like, either just have other people to speak to outside of, like, work, but then also, like, yeah, like, those are still, like, my friends. Like, I still, like, people at the gym, like, I don't know, I feel like most people would be like, this is a weird relationship to have with, like, people who work at your gym, but it's like, I don't know, we have, like, Instagram, like, things together and, like, send each other memes and, like, all talk, so it's not like it would be, like,
I feel like it's no
weird.
Different than, like, if you, like, hung out with your coworkers.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, it's like, so, I mean, I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about that, but I'm also like, for right now, it's fine.
Right.
Because I'm still
I feel
not,
like, you could do, like, a class pass kind of thing and, like, feel it out at different places before you, like, just drop it or, like, commit or
and
whatever.
Also, I'm not in a place, I know it sounds, like, stupid, but I'm not in a place right now still with my shoulder where I can just, like, go do whatever. Where, like, right now, like, the trainers are like, no, and they know how to, like, help me.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, like, taking advantage of that because it's, like, that is nice.
Yeah,
and I know that they're able to
I don't
help
have
me.
to, like, explain everything every time I go to a new place.
Or, like, have to, like, modify it myself when, like,
yeah,
they just, like, no. They'll be like, okay, since, like, these are the muscles we're working, do this instead.
Yeah.
So, like, that's also really nice. But I don't know. Yeah, that was my weekend.
Yeah, you had, like, an emotionally, like...
This upcoming week, so he leaves Friday. He's leaving Friday.
Are you guys going to do anything on Thursday or Friday?
I don't know.
I'm sure it's a lot too, like, just moving wise. Like, it's probably like,
I might go, like, help
to,
him
like,
Thursday night or something. And, like, I don't know, tomorrow night too, he, like, mentioned grabbing either, like, dinner or something, like, one last time after the gym. Because, like, he's like, after Tuesday, like, I have to, like, really,
like, get my shit together.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure I know I'll see him before he goes, but, like, I just don't know. So yeah, he's leaving Friday, and then, which is, like, weird, but then which is perfect also, though, because then your friend comes Friday.
Yeah,
so it's, like, a nice transition.
Yeah.
And the friend that's coming, I'm excited for her to come.
Yeah. It's like one of my, like, closest friends, and we roomed together in college, and, like, I don't know, she's very supportive of the show, so like, she's also gotten to know Kellen because of that, and so I think it'll be fun.
And not that I don't have, like, a relationship like you do outside of, like, your friendship, like, your friend, but since now I have a cat, so then she sends me, like, a ton of cat memes.
Well, yeah, like, you guys communicate, like, without me involved, which is cool, because it's like you were able to, like, I don't know, like, form some sort of bond without her just being like, oh, you're Emily's friend. Yeah.
No, and it's also not, like, extensive where it's, like, weird.
Yeah.
I also think there's, like, a weird, like, tipping point where it's like, oh,
wait, why am I being excluded?
Yeah. No, but
like,
she's
I introduce y'all.
No, but she's just like, oh, I can send you cat memes now because Emily don't need to see these.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm like, I love you guys, but, like, I really don't give a shit. I really don't care that much about your cats. Like, they're cool, they're cute, and they're so adorable. But, like, one photo a day is enough.
I don't even send you one photo a day.
I know. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about her. I get shit every day from her with her cats.
But I love it.
I love, but, like, at the same time, like, cannot relate.
Yeah, no, she won't send it to me every day,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, at least like every other week we'll like send pictures of her cats and like we send memes and stuff. But yeah, no, it's just funny. So I'm excited to like see her too, because the first time I met her, like we didn't know each other like that.
Yeah.
And now it's like this time it's not like the weird like, so where'd you grow up?
So yeah, tell me about yourself.
Yeah, it's not like a weird interview now. It's just like, oh, we can hang out. And like
exactly.
Emily is like really good at planning for people to be here, so she already has everything like lined up, which is exciting.
It's because I just have extreme anxiety.
And a part of that is she's gonna come onto the podcast.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about like body positivity and like just different outlooks on that.
What that looks like with like, I don't know, just I feel
all
like
different body shapes,
figuring out yourself and loving yourself and like coming into your sexuality, like when it involving like loving your own body, like, so yeah, that's what the next week's episode's gonna be about. And yeah, just having another person on here and a different perspective I think will be fun.
Definitely.
And yeah, we'll experiment with the setup in here, because I'm looking around and I'm like, how are we gonna set this up? But
I know
we'll get it on video.
We'll
don't
figure
worry.
it out. We're gonna figure it out. But yes, so definitely look forward to that. So we're So we are sorry that this week was just like a hodgepodge of things we want to talk about, but next week is gonna have a major theme to it.
Yeah,
and we're definitely gonna get really deep on next week's episode. So if you made it through this one, definitely check out next week's. But yeah, with that, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Society 97. I'm Kellen Redk. You can find me at Kellen Redk on Instagram.
And I'm Emily. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Starnsy. Don't forget to follow the podcast on Instagram. We are at society97.pod on the gram. We're also on TikTok at society97pod, where we post clips from the episode.
Love that. And we have our YouTube channel where we post. We're doing long formed vlogs now every single Tuesday. So definitely check that out. And we do the video version of the podcast every single Friday. So make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, and like those videos. Thank you guys. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.